Good. All right then. Okay. Notice is hereby given that the city of Lamarque, Texas and the Lamarque Professional Firefighters Local 3282 will conduct a meeting on July 10th, 2025 at beginning at 10 a.m. in the council chambers at 1109 B Bayou Road, Lamarque, Texas, in accordance with Section 551.127 of the Texas Government Code. The presiding officer and a quorum of the negotiating teams intend to be and will be physically present at this location. The location's open to the public and the meeting's broadcast at this location and on channel 16 and via YouTube. Call the meeting to order. Roll call. I guess I'll start with you, Mr. Chandler.
President Cody Chandler, Local 3282.
Vice President Isaiah Reyes, Local 3282.
Member Jody Martinez, Local 3282.
Fire Chief David Merriman, City of Lamarque.
Gus Knable, outside city attorney for the city of Lamarque, Texas.
Amy Miller, acting city manager.
Citizens participation. No one's in here wishing to, is there anyone online wishing to speak? Okay, next. Oh, sorry. Invocation and pledge. Does anybody want to pray? Does anybody want to lead us in prayer?
Sure.
Okay, and then does anybody want to lead us in the pledge?
We'll make sure we'll get.
We will do it. I just asking if anyone wants to.
Lord, we come to you today. We're grateful that everyone's here, that we're able to meet, that we're all healthy. We give thanks to what we have, what we stand to gain. We just ask that you watch over everyone here today. Guide us through a good process. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So moving on to the new business. So we'll negotiating the economic and non-economic terms of the fire collective bargaining agreement. I'll lead off, I guess, with the city's chief negotiator is no longer employed by the city of Lamarque, Texas. So we need a new chief negotiator, and our thought process right now is that will be me. Is there any objection from your side?
No,
Negative.
we have no objection. I mean, you've been present for every meeting, so
Yeah.
you know what's going on and
Yes.
what's been asked and
Yeah.
what we've provided. So we have no objection to that.
Okay, then we'll probably for the next meeting, we'll have some agenda language formalizing that. But just, make sure we're all on the same page. Miss Amy Miller is the when these negotiations began, was the deputy city manager. Now she's the acting city manager. So she is here at the table as well. On the negotiating the economic and non-economic terms, I don't know if y'all saw our negotiations with the police department, but this is our third meeting. So we kind of need, not per the ground rules. Anything else we want to bring up, we have to has to be with the permission of the other side. So I think it would be helpful. Obviously, I'll be frank with you all. We're not prepared to really engage in an in-depth discussion on the finances, and I apologize for that. But obviously, things have happened in the past week that. But as I understand it, it would be helpful for me just so that we can make sure we're on the same page about what each side's asks are. Is that okay with y'all? Okay. And again, I will try to be general with the ask. I'm not going to go through each certification pay, but if you all feel that something was left out, by all means, tell me. Okay. Good with that. Okay. So the ask that I have for you all, first of all, is to increase a general increase to the certification pays. Is that correct?
Increase, so it's an increase to certification pay and we're adding different certification pay.
And that those increases are reflected in the packet that you previously provided to us.
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Okay, cool. Excellent. There was also a discussion. There was also a discussion regarding a shift to a 4896 shift model. With the elimination of a Kelly day, correct?
Correct. And then also starting time would change from 0700 to 0600 hours.
And I apologize for my, just to make sure I'm okay, but the shift start time is, that's 6 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So currently we change shifts at 7 a.m. They want to move to a 6 a.m. shift change.
get up earlier. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So we've done a little bit of research and with the way the nature of call volume goes historically, by moving shift change to 6 a.m., it will decrease holdover hours due to late calls coming in at between 6 and 7 o'clock.
Is that the rush hour traffic calls?
So some of it is last minute calls that come in, usually between 6 and 7 a.m.
Right.
There's usually one or two calls that
Right.
happen
Right.
within the morning. And then you have whatever crews on that, you're paying overtime because when they get back, they still have to clean their ambulance, finish their reports. Because it is state law, before
Right.
you leave, you have 24
Yeah.
hours to complete a report, but our policy is before you leave work, that report will be completed. So that's overtime being occurred. Also, the change for the shift is due to the increase in construction. It's giving members earlier time to report
Right.
as well as giving members time to go home before they hit that rush hour traffic.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Okay. So, and then was there, what else? And I apologize, I don't have a packet with me.
The other thing was a 7% COLA over 3 years.
And just bear with me here, the 7% COLA over 3 years, are y'all asking for in year one, each year you get 7%?
No, sir.
Or, and I just want to make,
I have.
I got it right here, Gus.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 2% in the next fiscal year 26, 2% in 27, and then 3% in 28.
And is that 7% COLA y'all are asking for, or is the intention that that will be in addition to any COLA that the city employees receive? Okay,
No,
so
this
it's,
is.
y'all just get 7%, that's it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So historically, the collective bargaining groups negotiate for their COLAs. What the non-collective bargaining groups get, the regular city employees, they don't ever, they never get those. Historically, that happened one time. There used to be a Me Too clause in both of the contracts, and 7 or 8, 9 city managers ago, they cashed that in. So there's no longer there.
Okay. All right. What's next?
So
There was also the addition of, back in 2019, the city added Juneteenth and Veterans Day to the holiday list. And the union has requested that they match they get the same holidays as city employees get.
And is the ask there that Juneteenth and Veterans Day
Be
as
added,
CBA holidays, or is the ask any holidays that non-CBA employees get, the union also gets.
No, sir, the ask is for just to add Juneteenth and Veterans Day to the CBA list of holidays.
Because those were added to the city after we went and finished our last negotiations.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, what else?
We wanna, so we wanna add unspent boot allowance funds, any unused funds for the boot allowance by March 1st. If each year will not be returned to the general fund, they would be transferred to our quartermaster.
Okay. And just.
Not to cross fiscal years. They basically want to free up any unspent boot allowances by the first quarter for the quartermaster to purchase uniforms and safety gear.
Okay.
As it stands right now, the city, we hold the entire boot allowance for the whole year.
Okay.
And as far as incentives, one thing that we didn't miss there was we wanted to raise the boot allowance from 125 to 200.
Per year.
No, it flat. So it'd be 200 going on from this contract every year.
Okay.
$200 for each employee to buy boots once a year annually. So yes, 200 a year.
No, oh, sorry, I thought he meant increasing 200. So
No,
there's no, like 200. I was like, no, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna, yeah, no, yeah, no. Yeah, I can.
One of the verbiages that we wanted to also repair was we wanted to add the EMS captain and the deputy fire marshal be added to the local 3282 union.
Those positions were, so the EMS captain position was overlooked when they negotiated last time.
Okay.
And the deputy fire marshal was added in the middle of the contract, and the union chose not to open the contract up to negotiate, just to add him in. So this is the time to clean that up.
Next.
That's pretty much it, unless we go down the list of actual incentives.
No, I think, unless I am comfortable, if y'all are comfortable, the incentive pay, you want to talk about the incentive pay as has been presented by you all.
Yes, sir.
We don't need to read each one,
Received.
unless you want to.
The only thing that I would say that doesn't really fall as an incentive pay is the PAT test.
Okay.
They want the PAT test. So currently the police department gets, the police union, it's $2,000 a year paid out in December if they do the quarterly PAT test. They're asking that theirs matches. Theirs is currently 1,000. So they want to increase from 1,000 to 2,000.
And just for my knowledge, that PAT test, is that a physical
Yes,
fitness test that if you pass, you get?
Yes, sir. It's a physical agility test that we take quarterly. We've set up a whole process for it. It's been vetted by chief. So we do this quarterly. So we're asking to increase it from 1,000 to 2,000 a year.
It's also not a mandatory thing. We set up 3 days once a quarter so that each shift has the opportunity to voluntarily come in on their time off, do their PAC test to earn their incentive. So, and it's not a mandatory thing. These guys that's strictly voluntarily to do their.
And we're constantly progressing. So like we take times every year, chief knows, and we progressively are making it a little bit more challenging to try to, get that.
Our first year of instituting this PAC test, the average time was 23 minutes. And I think now the average time is 11 or 12 minutes.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Amy? Chief?
No, I think that covers, as long as they're comfortable with the cert pays as has been stated, and it's in the spreadsheet that they provided us.
Yeah. It's in the spreadsheet you gave us.
Gus,
Yeah.
do you have this this pack, I know we brought them in.
Right
this-
here. This is theirs.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
He was typing, I was writing. Sorry, guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just making sure, if not, we would leave one.
Would you? Cause his has writing all over it. I'll give you a card, you can just email me one, if that works.
Yeah.
We have it on pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We can
don't
sit-
need paper.
We can send you the digital copy.
Perfect, okay, all right. From the city side. I understand, obviously. We don't even technically have a chief negotiator right now, so we can't even make formal tentative agreements. And for that, we are where we are. So if you don't mind, I don't think that we have any other asks for you all. On the, whether economic or non-economic, other than what's already been discussed. Am I correct in that?
Correct.
Okay. You want us to step?
You
back?
guys need a minute?
Yeah, can we take a caucus?
Yeah, of course.
a minute.
Yeah.
Wow. The AC's working better in here,
Yeah.
or we have more portable ones. So it's a little more comfortable.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, guys, we're back.
All right, okay, we're back. It's 10:27. Is there? As I was saying, the city, we're gonna run the numbers. We need to get with our finance department, just make sure that we're on, the union has given us their numbers. And we just want to confirm those with our finance department. And so is there anything else y'all would like to talk about, economic, non-economic terms, or we like to move forward to setting a date for the next meeting?
So I think we were all under the impression that this was gonna be the last meeting where we agreed. So is the city asking for an extension?
So this meeting, this was the third meeting, so we can't bring up anything else. And obviously things have happened in the past week.
Yeah.
We're not, I am sorry, but we're just not in a position to.
And that's the discussion, moving forward is when will the city be?
My goal is the fourth meeting, that I was looking to schedule 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 3, would be that time. So,
And that's what we discussed is the time frame between the first reading, and the second reading.
well, yeah, so about that, so y'all's contract is just approved by council, it's not approved by ordinance. So it just has to,
One reading.
one reading, so, yeah,
Okay.
so once that, 3 weeks, we'll do round numbers here. Let's say we meet the first week of August and agree to everything, the city it would be the second meeting in August, which would be a month and a week. Roughly between when the new contract would start October 1, so that gives a month. So
And at the same time, the budget cycles too. So
Yeah.
Right.
we have to consider that as well.
right,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Cause we're not wanting to overload chief here. We want him to have the proper numbers to run for his new budget.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking like maybe 2 to 3 weeks from now, we can meet again.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we set that date before we leave, that would.
That's
make us
my,
very comfortable.
that's my plan, that is my plan. No, we're not gonna do. We'll agree to agree in the future sometime. That's not what I'm trying to do. All right.
oh, 3 weeks from today. Roughly the end of July.
The end of July or?
Yeah. The camera's looking right. So that's why I'm moving.
Yeah. And it is.
I want to do the last week of July, which is also the first week of August, so 27th to 52nd, somewhere in there.
That's we were looking at if everyone's available,
Okay.
the 29th would actually work out best, because we wouldn't have to find coverage or anything like that. But I mean, we're flexible.
So that's just out of curiosity. On that next day, will it be like the same across the table here?
I will be here. That's my intention, you know. Obviously, no comes with change. But my intention is to have whoever is sitting here can make a decision with the numbers.
They'll have that. Information.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, that's my goal.
Okay.
That is my goal.
I found out that the police is the next one for them, it's July.
Okay, so y'all want, they suggested the 29th of July. I'm available that day.
I can be there, but I think at this point, we probably need to get with Kira to make sure the mayor's available. Is there a second day we can, for an alternative that week, just that week?
I mean, pretty much that whole week is open to all of us. We just need to know what day, so we can figure out if we need to find coverage or not.
Okay,
28, 29, 30, and 31.
And
Okay.
even the 1st of August. if
then we'll
needed.
I guess we give Kira those 4 dates to make sure the mayor is available for those.
Yeah, I mean, if that, are y'all agreeable to that? What time, 11 AM?
Chief,
Whatever's works for you
Yeah.
guys, y'all.
We can do
Yeah.
early 9, we can do 11, whatever works for
Yeah.
y'all.
I don't think 9's.
okay, no,
How's that?
Okay.
that worked. So 11, okay.
11, okay, so I'll just follow up, you want me to follow up with you, on the date that we picked? We talked to the mayor.
Yes, I'll get you the union email. So,
Can I get your card? If you need any information, we could send it to you via email.
yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, make sure y'all send an electronic version of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so the next meeting will be the week of the 28th of July through the 2nd, begin at 11 AM in Dayton. Available to you. I think. So, just so everyone knows, the 28th is a council day, so it may or may not be that day. But.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anything else?
No, sir.
All right, well, with that, we're adjourned.
Alrighty.
Gentlemen, thanks for y'all's understanding.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.